Another custom budget build by Haste Repair Group. I'll put into this older style but very functional PC case. And we have an ASUS H81M-E motherboard, an Intel Core i5-4570 CPU, quad core at 3.2 GHz. And for the graphics card, we have an EVGA GTX 750 Ti superclocked 2GB GDDR5 graphics card. And we have 8GB of RAM. There's a 128GB Samsung solid state drive and a 256GB SanDisk solid state drive. And this is not a bad little machine as long as you're reasonable with what you want to play. There's the Tomb Raider benchmark and our results for the Heaven benchmark. Both pretty good and definitely playable for Tomb Raider. Here we have Skater XL averaging 60 frames per second on high settings. This is a relaxing game to test out on many different systems, and I'm actually quite surprised and satisfied with the results. Really lose yourself in the game on this system. So one thing to note while I was playing all these games and running benchmarks, so in the tower case we only have an exhaust fan and a CPU, a stock Intel CPU fan and heatsink. But all the same, I did not run into any heating issues at all, and I was pretty satisfied with that. And Dead by Daylight runs an average of 45 to 60 frames per second, depending on if you're running medium graphics settings or low graphics settings. Either way, totally playable and actually pretty smooth. And Golf It was an average of 60 frames per second on the high settings. And here's a game that you can play with friends. Or you can just watch videos of me playing it. Somewhat poorly. Speaking of playing poorly, here's Counter-Strike CSGO. So I'm not very good at this game. I do not play much at all outside of training. Once in a while I'll play competitively. Not that I am competitive, but anyways, this was running at 120 plus frames per second, which is good because I was spending time emptying like a complete clip into one bot. Anyway, I hope this helps you decide what you want to do with your PC.